stunting. I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's me, Len, from Wolf King Toys. It's been a while. Just wanted to say hi. Let's see. It is 1 p.m. on Friday, January 3rd. This is the first time in a while that we've been live streaming to YouTube. I've been doing these when I can on occasion on my Facebook group. If you're not a member, it's called the Wolf Den. Look it up on Facebook. It's a fun little group that is growing. I'm not going to do them there so much anymore because I feel like everybody has YouTube at this point. Like everyone's going to do, like, you know, if you're not on YouTube, you're basically a little behind, right? And not everyone does Facebook. There's a lot of people that we pick up on YouTube that we talk to that are only on YouTube. So look for us here. I'm going to be trying to do different things on the channel that are, you know, all toy related, hobby related, wild world of geek related type of things. This is not going to be the set time that I want to do things like this. I know 1 o'clock is really kind of odd time of the afternoon on a Friday, but because of things going on in my life right now, this is what time it will be for at least the next couple weeks. And then when I move to a more normalized like time rotation, I plan to do it later, like more like I would love to get it more closer to 3 or 4 o'clock, like a 4 o'clock type of thing, where I think more people would have easier access to it. Give me 1 second, guys. I know it's like being weird, but I'm getting a shadow from the mic boom across my face and it annoys me. But now I am in shadow. I am in shadow. Now I look evil. I am actually a tech guy, and I love technology. So like when it doesn't work right, it frustrates me. I'm not like one of the, I really want production to, I really like production to work, and it bugs me when it doesn't. So yeah, like something like this that I didn't foresee with the shadow is going to bug me. So you have to bear with me. Uh-oh, turn the light off. Ah, I'm here. There we go. I fixed it. All right. Let's see. Let's start off with seeing who's here with us. There's 9 people, which, you know, that's understandable. It's 1 o'clock on a Friday. I expect more people to watch replay. Let's see. Maverick was here at 12:30. I was here too, Mav. I actually saw you were there. So thanks for stopping by and giving a comment. Always comment, please, even if you're just watching it. I have a good friend named Kent that has a channel called Kent Pool Collects. He doesn't collect pools in the channel. He collects other things in the channel. He tells me, and he tells us all, that YouTube loves comments. So please leave a comment. See, my buddy Curtis Ackerman is here. That's with a K and not a C, and not an extra C. Jeremy Gouvier, my buddy's here. Junkin Crafts and Builds. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? I can't wait to. I hope to see you again in Maryland. Maybe we can do another video shoot with you. I love that. Did a great job with that. Michael Morales. Kirby is here. Purple Gang, which I don't know which one it is. Wholesome Warlock. Another Wholesome Warlock. Van is here too. So we have Purple Gang on all fronts. Let's see. Gossaway Oscar is here. What's up, G? My favorite people Maverick's asking a question. Does this mean we'll get mystery bundles with non-Legion 112 figures? Hey, you never know what the future holds. You know, I'm talking to people. I'm talking. You know, I don't. If I carry what, so Wolf King Toys is the new name. It's not going to. No, Wolf King Customs is not disappearing. I'm not taking that away in any way, shape, or form. But I am. I think that using the term toys instead of customs at the end more rounds out like what we're doing. I think there was some confusion I would find with people that would contact us thinking that we were like a company that made custom figures. So I was constantly getting emails and contacts from people looking for like complete custom builds. And so it's not the sole reason why I changed everything. I just thought that calling it Wolf King Toys would more properly encompass everything, all the goals that I want to achieve this year with the website. And those goals are to sell more toys too. So like on top of all of the collaborations with the talented artists that we do for 3D parts and everything else, that I wanted to offer more toys. Does that mean something besides toys made by Four Horsemen Studios? There's a possibility, but if, for lack of better terms, it would be like in the family or adjacent type things. I like to do business with people that I like. What does that mean? I'm not going to do business just for the sake of profit or making money. I want to do it with people that have the same morals as I do, the same, you know, like, so I like to know who I'm doing business with. And I think that that's really important. And so any expansion that I do into other lines is going to really be with that, like real people that respect the art, that respect their customers, you know, like that type of thing. So that's a quick answer to that. I don't really have much more to say for that right now, except we're going to definitely look to broaden like the kind of all-in-one type shop that Wolf King is. Let's see here. Yeah, Purple Gang flanking me from all sides. So the what I want to do today is really, and what I'll do in every live moving forward on this channel, is going to be basically working off my list, and we're going to call it Lens List, because I need lists and I need to keep it on track. If you guys don't remember, some of you probably haven't been around that long. I started doing like not before YouTube was doing lives, because that was forever ago. But like when Facebook lives were kind of newer to us, I was doing Facebook lives from my front porch, and it was like Front Porch Friday, and that was a lot of fun. So Front Porch Friday was something we did years ago, and I always tried to do some kind of Friday show, like end of the week, relax, you know, let's talk about business first, and then we'll talk about fun. So that's the format I still want to keep, and what keeps me on track is Lens List, lovingly named by my friend Curtis Ackerman with no C. So Lens List is going to be just here every week to keep me on track, so I can literally look at it and be like, okay, we check this off, because I also want these to be informative, or a place that people can ask questions if they have any. Let's see. The first thing that I want to bring up is there is a C, Jared. Yes, there is a C in Curtis. And there is a U, because you are in Curtis too. Let's see. So the first thing I wanted to say is I did not pre-advertise that we were doing giveaways, because I didn't want to be like a lure that we were going to do a giveaway to say like, hey, come watch me and I'll give something away. There's a time and place for that, but this is more like a reward giveaway. So I'm going to do a giveaway tool giveaway, a hashtag. and it's going to run basically almost the whole thing, the whole time of the show. And remind me of it if it's getting long. We'll check how many people, we have, with the comment collection tool. Basically, the giveaway is going. There's not too many people in here, so we'll just say when we're at 10, like for today, 10 will be a basic like parts mystery bundle box. Your basic 6x4x3 box that I send parts out in. I'll load it up with some cool stuff and I will send it out to the winner. If we hit 20 people, that's 22. Let's say 22 people, and we double that by the end of the show when I run the tool, then it'll be a mystery parts bundle giveaway with a figure. So I'll include a figure and a parts bundle, and it'll be a Mythic or Cosmic Allegiance figure. And that's just as a thank you for being here and tuning in and watching. And I'm going to run that ticker across the bottom. It's just Wolf King Customs, and hashtag Wolf King Customs. So start that in the comments. I'm going to run that the whole time. At the end, I will run the collection comment thingamajigger, and you'll have to bear with me on that. You'll have to yell at me like Curtis and Jordan and Van on if I'm doing that wrong. So I have it up now, so I think we're good. We should be okay. All right. So that's what's running. Do wolfkingcustoms.com, and I'll rehash that again in a little bit. So like I said, if we hit 22, which would take 22 people watching, I know that's not crazy, but if we do, then I'll up that to a figure giveaway. And that's just for fun. So let me go back to the comments. Hey, there he is. There's my buddy. Kent Pool Collects is here. Hello there, Kent. How are you, my friend? All right. So first thing I wanted to discuss is the Reign of the Beasts pre-order, which I put onto the website last night. Sorry, I got my Dunkin' here. I went there this morning. A little road trip. I like to buy my whole bean coffee from Dunkin'. It's a really good deal. It's actually better than buying it from Target or Walmart that carries it. You get it. Hey, Matt Stein, what's up, buddy? Kent, yes, I am going to unstuff a box. I got a cool box, but I get, again, business first, fun stuff later. Let's see, Junkin, you got some of the bamboo printers. Yeah, everyone's hopping on those bamboo printers. They're super cool. Man, I can tangent like no one else, just so you guys know if you don't normally watch me. So I started FDM printing first years ago. I would say it was probably 10 years ago. And I built my first one, and then I kit built the second one. And I think the most I ever ran on was 3. And it was like the golden age of them, where they were very hard to maintain. Like you were still running them on glass beds. They weren't as plug and play. The software you ran them with was all freeware, and really no one came along that it was the early days, and it was fun. I really loved it because I like to geek out on it, and it was fun. I made so much weird shit. Like I know a friend of mine got one recently, a bamboo, and I warned him. I said, look, you're gonna make a lot of weird shit. Like it's kind of plastic pollution because it's a lot of plastic. Yeah, guys, they're yelling out the Prusa clone, the old rep rap days. That's where I was. I haven't touched them in years. Not because they're not cool. My one that I built finally broke to the point I think the thermostat died, and I just didn't have time to really get it back online, and I was going so heavy with the resin printing that I just never got back to it. And I actually have a Creality one downstairs in the shop in the box, never taken out, that I bought 2 years ago, that I just never got to even setting up to use again. But I know that the bamboo are creating a whole new era of 3D printing enthusiasm where it gives you that plug and play, like the early Apple computer days of it, where it just becomes a lot more user friendly and a lot more reliable. There was a lot of tweaking to get decent prints in those old ones, and it was a lot of fun. But man, I tore through PLA. Like, it was just insane how much PLA. I would give all my friends, I would give anyone, family, friends, I would giving away stuff because I was just making so many things. I have a lot of old files that of cool stuff that I made. I made a Claymore side sort of omens that was like special. Like, I made it so it had like a metal rod that ran through it, and it's crazy. One day I'll bring it to a show. It's huge, but I have it. Just a lot of like prop stuff, fun stuff. It was nuts. Yeah, Jeremy, it's super addictive, but I got to the point too where I finally was like, all right, I gotta stop a little bit here, because it was a lot of like knick-knacky plastic stuff that I felt guilty about, like just producing so much that was fun, and then you're like, now what? So I will admit that there's some ideas I have in my head that I actually still have a Thingiverse account. It's probably still there unless they get rid of them, where I was sharing files, because there was a lot of files I made, like for some Jeep parts. I know for like I made like a mirror bracket for Jeeps that was on there. I haven't logged in years, but I was like designing stuff with Tinkercad and different CAD programs too. I did Motu stands for classics with like loops on the bottom that you could put their feet into. And I had one eventually that I did that you could put the mini comic in the back. And there was a lot of stuff I did, but it got annoying because there was a lot of like, kind of like pirating, like where people would take your idea and then market it to sell it. Like the poor guy that came up with fidget spinners years ago for the first time. And basically like his whole concept and idea was just like taken from him, even though it was supposedly protected by, the different, what's it called, like open use, copyright stuff, the homebrew copyright stuff, and it didn't matter. I kind of got a little bit annoyed with that too. Yeah, Jeremy, I love Tinkercad. Like, Tinkercad actually helps me now too with what I do with the 3D print parts, with the resin parts for Legions and everything. Yeah, Curtis, of course I'm rambling. Curtis. No, it's not on Len's list. This is what happens. This is where I have the list. Back to the list. Damn you, Jeremy. Junkin. Told you guys, don't get me rambling on. Reign of the Beasts. I'm not going to talk about it. You know what it is. If you don't know what it is, look at one of the many YouTube channels. My go-to is Dorklair. Bill does an excellent job describing each and every figure. As a matter of fact, I just checked it out last night again to refresh my brain about everything in that wave. It's kind of funny because I find myself getting much more familiar with the wave when I actually put it up on the website. Oh, that's a close-up of me. Oh my. That's a little better. I wanted to bring up the website itself because I know it can be a little odd to navigate on your own. What I try to do is I try to do a top row across the top here with all the like newer. Kent, is the giveaway for a slider? Yes, I can include a slider. Hey, Brendan, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Jeremy Govier talking about squirrels. I might have something to do with squirrels in a bit. Starting. Enough of that. The list is what we have to do. So Rise of the Beast is on here, and if you look, it's all the way to the right. All you got to do is click on it, and it's going to bring you to a page that basically has all of those available. I am looking to do a total rehaul on this website. I know it frustrates people. It's hard to really have a very accessible site with over 600 like in stock items. It's a lot. It's kind of one of those things like where I'm going to have to build like a totally separate offline site and then switch it over. I know, Matt, I know they're out of stock. I know you can't order because I'm going to get to that. So it's like, it's a little tricky. And it's like you're building two different sites because of the mobile. You have to really keep it up with the mobile too to make sure you're editing it right. I know. Hey, Benny, what's up, buddy? I know everyone uses their phone to look at it. This site operates so much more efficiently on desktop. I think it's because really the back end just caters to it more. Excuse me. But if you use a desktop, if you want to place a serious order, like if you're going in there to look at parts, I highly recommend using a desktop to do so, or switch your mobile over to desktop, like in on your Chrome browser. That if you're using Chrome, I don't use Safari. I don't know shit about it. Use Chrome. I'm a Google person. Hey, Greg Cook, how are you? Kentpool, you did not win yet, but if you put in the hashtag Wolf King Customs for a giveaway, if we pass 11, we're doing a 4x6 basic mailing box full of parts as a mystery. I'm not saying what's in it. It'll be good stuff for the winner. And if we can hit 22, then it's going to be a figure. It's going to be a figure and parts bundle. So basically, sorry, list, stay on it, Len. We have the website. Like I said, it functions much more efficiently on a desktop. Like for example, you can pull down this drop down menu for shop, and you can go to custom figure parts. You can go to Wolf King Value Series. You can go to the figure parts bundles, which is the figures and parts and bundled. The category I had created like a couple months ago is new stuff top 25. So if it's like you're just looking for what's new, that will always show the top 25. You can go just directly to critter parts, skeleton parts, the tribal land series. I see painted parts is still there, but it shouldn't be because we don't have any. You can go straight to God's Fire, the Legion Shop collection. You can go from there. You can also click on shop itself, and it brings you to this launch pad that really just has like a whole bunch of different things. It has the entire shop here listed in order from new to old, but you'd be scrolling forever with that. But it also gives you this nice filter down the side, so you can filter by price, by parts, by different styles and things. Goblins, dwarfs, it gives you everything here. But again, it's a matter of finding it. And I apologize for that. Like I said, I always try to put like the interesting and newer things on the top here, like across. So Reign of the Beasts. Right. Curtis is right. Hey, Jeff Evans. What's up, buddy? Cosmic Jeff. You can do searches by keywords. Unfortunately, it's a working project, and as I find them, I am fixing them. And it only searches really the title. So if it's a gnome head, it has to say gnome. If it doesn't say gnome, it might not come up, right? So like if someone's like, I went to Len's, website, or I went to Wolf King Toys, and there's, I did a search for gnome, and I only got like 2. Well, there could be like 8 different things, but if they don't say gnome in the title, that's not going to work. And that's a throwback from the old setup this is a 6-year project running. And as I find them, I change them. So like, or I add to it, so it does become more searchable. It's just it's a process, and we're getting there. So anyway, back to my Curtis. I'm still only on number 1. Reign of the Beast is up, and if you noticed, this is the way that it has been since I think Ox Crew. What I put up is a product page. And you see the product, it says out of stock, but that's okay. You click on it, and here's like Arya, the Talon Bearer deluxe figure, and it gives you like the price, and it gives you the description and what comes with her. But for Sooth, it says out of stock. Well, you click on this notify me when available button, and we get a screen where you put in your email address. Put in your email address, the one that works, that functions, double check it and make sure it's right. And I will be notified if you are interested in that item. And then when it's time for me to turn in my orders to Jeremy, so he doesn't yell at me, I will take all of those in-stock requests, all of those notify me requests for that figure, add them up, and I'll use that as a gauge to tell me how many I need to get. I know that doesn't lock you in solid to getting one. There's no easy system for me to do the pre-orders with the time window that these pre-orders run, right? So this is the best system for it, because I like to sell stuff that's in stock and in hand, and that's what's going to happen with this. And every pre-order moving forward, all right, unless it's something special, right? Like the graveyard skeletons were different. I did those as more of a in-stock item. It had a higher NRD on it, and those, if you did do it and you put the 20 down, you're getting it. But with these type of waves, like just cancellations go up and down. They change so much because of the period of time it takes them to make these more complicated waves, that I am more comfortable as a business person, because again, it's only one aspect of everything the site entails, because the parts are a huge thing. That's a huge part of Wolf King Customs. This works for me. So what happens when will this go in stock? Well, when I have notification that there is a solid street date, which usually means that's when the product is on the ship. Like when they have it shipping and it's on the water, we start to know when the street date is. When I know when there's a given street date, I am going to go in to each one of these, and I am going to add the bundle that it is. So like if it's this one, if it's Area of the Talon Bear, I will add another graphic to it that says this Area of the Talon Bear figure bundle. 2 or 3 or whatever bonus parts will be included with that. And in most cases, I will, this is not an absolute guarantee, this is a plan, show you what that is. Hey, Eric, what's up, man? I am going to actually show you like what those parts are, right? So you're not, so it's, I'm not, because they will be made for this particular figure. Of course, they'll work with other things. Does that make sense to everyone? So this way, when that happens, when we're on water, I go in, I add another graphic, you see what the bundle is going to be, and I will put them, the amount that I will have available will be put into stock. As soon as that goes into stock, everyone that put a notify when available will get an email saying that it is available. You'll go in and buy it, and it's going to be full price. Like you're going to just pay for it, right? You will buy it, and then when the street date hits, it's going to be ready to ship. It's going to be shipped on that day, and you're going to have it, and you're going to have the bundle in your hand. So it just makes sense to me as a business person, and my, like the way my brain works, to kind of like sell it actually closer to like when it is. What does that mean? Limit it. You know, it's going to be a limited amount that you guys are, that it's going to be going out. I can only order what I order, and I can't add anything after the due date, which they come pretty fast because the factory, you know, needs that information from the horsemen. So that's how I'm going to be running pre-orders from now on. Unless, like I said, it's something really special or different. Maybe like retailer wave, I might handle in a more normalized like pre-order way, because basically like there's options out there, right? Like there's shops, there's great shops, there's wonderful shops, all kinds of good places that are good retailers that you can, like, if you're a panicking type, then you can secure your order with them, right? You go on Big Bad, you go to Horsehead, multitude of other ones that if you want to plop your money down with them and have them hold it for that time. Sherman Burger, what's up, bud? You can do You can do it that way. I know that the thing is that there's not a solid guarantee, because if I only order, say, like 24 of a figure, and I keep getting notify me's, well, the quickest people that respond to the notify me are going to get it. So that's basically it, guys. That's basically how I'm going to do it. But what's nice too is that, like, if there's a chance of getting restock on any of that, because occasionally now there's going to be a lot less extras in the world, but occasionally we as retailers are, we can possibly get our hands on more of things that it will also, notify the people that are on that list. So if it, say 24 goes in, and in a day 24 is gone, if I put another 12 in 2 weeks later, you might get it again. Again, I'm modeling this towards customizers and people that love to do customs, because I'm bundling it with custom parts, right? And that's where I think the value comes in, because that's like we want a one-stop shop. All right, let's see what's going on in the comments. So guys, remember Wolf King Customs, the hashtag Wolf King Customs for the giveaway. We're at 17 people watching, so we could hit the 22 by the time I'm done spieling on and on. Curtis, do I say Water? In Missouri, we say Walter. Yeah, so basically, if that makes sense to everyone, let me know. Leave a comment if it doesn't. If it bugs the shit out of you, leave a comment and tell me. And this is also if you're living in the future time and I'm in the past and you're watching it at a later date. That's what's up. That's what we're looking at for pre-orders. And again, like if it's something special like the Graveyard Skeletons, which was like retailer only, and we have a fun promo way to do it, then I am going to do that accordingly. Like that's why we made that a little different. Water, when it's on the water. Liquid Death. Liquid Death is some good water. I wish Liquid Death had the water more in stock, because it's out of stock like constantly, and that's really annoying. The list. I'm not gonna tangent about the flavored Liquid Death. Let me say, I love the Liquid Death flavor, and I'm a strong supporter of Liquid Death. I think it's a good thing to put it in aluminum cans. Like, I hate plastic water bottles, but their flavored is really good, but they use agave nectar as a sweetener, and they don't need to, because if you look up agave nectar, it's actually not good for you at all, which is very confusing. You wouldn't think that was the truth, but it does. It's not a good thing. So let's see. So someone tell me, let me see. Stop sharing. Hey, it's me. Rita's water ice. Hey, forget about it. I'm gonna get a frozen water ice over here, and then gelato over there. So let's see. Should I stick to the list? What did I get done? Reign of the Beasts. Purple pen. Done. Pre-order. How the pre-orders work. When the figures are on the water, I'm going to ask you for the money. Done. Next thing I'm going to talk about. So, if I can bring up this giveaway tool. Hey, Curtis. I need a code, Lavi. If I hit start collecting comments, that doesn't run the giveaway, right? Like, that'll just bring it up, like tell me how many people did it, and then I can hit it again and it'll collect them more, right? So yeah, give me a shout out and let me know about that, because I don't want to screw it up. Okay, so I can share that screen. Shabam. Giveaway tool. Shabam. Shaboom. So I can hit start collecting and it'll just tell me how many, but it's not like the real run. Oh, okay. So we're at 9. We're not. Could that be right? Let's see. Oh, now it's saying 8. So how's it one less? Colabby, help. Do I have to hit like refresh? Oh no. Oh boy. All right, let's try it again. Oh, now we're at 7. All right, so just leave it be, Curtis. I'm just going to leave it be. Hey, it's me again. Hi there. Well, all right. So before I get on to the next subject, I wanted to bring up an important message from one of our friends. Whoop. Hey there. Hold on.
Hey everyone, Jordan here with the Purple Gang Gang. I need your help. Tomorrow is our 1-year anniversary of having a YouTube channel. And we're pushing for 1,000 subscribers. We have 13 giveaways in the pipeline. Right now, we have already unlocked 6 of them. A few more subscribers away from unlocking Hadriana from the Mythic Legion's Aether Wave with a bonus Brother Mandibulus provided by the absolutely wonderful Terrence St. John. Help us hit 1,000 subscribers by tomorrow night at 9 p.m. for your chance to win a HasLab His Tank, brand new in box. So check us out at youtube.com/@officialpurpleGangGang and tune in tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern for your chance to win some amazing prizes. And even if you don't want the prizes, we'd still really appreciate your help. And if you win the prize, you can sell it. You can use it towards a Mythic Legion's dragon. Get you a Baether. Get you something fancy, something shiny. Tell a friend. We need your help. Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're our only hope. Beep boop. Hey everyone, Jordan here with the Purple Gang Gang. I need your help. Tomorrow is
All right, you heard it there, folks. PGG giving away a ton of stuff on their Saturday show. I know I contributed a couple things to it, and I can't remember what, but it's all good stuff. I know that. So yeah, tune in. They're giving away crazy stuff. His tank, hello, come on. Why not take a stab at it? You know you want to. You know you want to stab it, but you should really tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your dad, tell your aunt, tell your cousin, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your uncle, tell your priest, tell your teacher, tell the lunch lady, tell the bus man to all go and sub and like and comment on the videos under the PGG, because that's where that needs to be. They need to hit 1,000 folks. Yeah, Romulus and Shijan, courtesy of Wolf King, still to be unlocked. Didn't I do other stuff, Jordan? I thought I did. Romulus, if you know, is our friend Maverick. Did that amazing cosplay at Legions Con with the Romulus parts, and that's basically what you'll be getting, or everything that you need to build Romulus, except for the paint. But at some point, maybe it'll get the paint too. So let's see here. I checked off that. That really was it was on the list. People GVGG. All right. Next thing I wanted to talk about for a brief second, if you can bear with me here. I was supposed to have all this stuff preloaded and ready to go, but alas, I do not have it all ready to go. But it only takes a matter of seconds for me to find it. What'd y'all think of that ATL 25 figure shown today? That thing's awesome. That is really cool. I love the camo. I don't know who did the paint on it. Maybe they already said who the artist was that did it. I don't know, but man, that camo is really cool. It's almost like a oh man, my mind's blanking. I used to know all the camos, and now I can't remember. It's almost like a multicam type, like has that slight tan, like desert look to it, and that's really cool. Yeah, Jeff, more Space Marines. Hey, Anthony O'Seal's here. What's up, buddy? Hey, I'll tell you, Anthony. I'll tell everyone. Make sure you do the hashtag Wolf King Customs. Len should have done Wolf King Toys, but he wasn't thinking. So let's do Wolf King Customs as the hashtag, because if we hit 22, I'm giving away a figure parts combo. Yeah, he's wearing them BDUs. Is that the official? Is that the official BDU right now? Yeah, multicam is some branches, right? They use it. I know Cry had it is like a multicam type. It's definitely cool. It's something if you would ask me like 5 years ago, would I ever see such a thing? I would say no, because it's crazy. Like I didn't think I'd ever see mythic or cosmic in camo. So that's freaking awesome. The next thing on my list, spot number 3, is shows. I wanted to talk roughly, because it's the first live of the year. I wanted to talk about upcoming shows, our plan for shows, answer any questions you might have about shows. And again, if you're not watching this live, you can still ask questions, because YouTube loves comments. So leave comments even if you're not watching live. Easiest way is to use the Four Horsemen site to show you. Let's see. I do not want to gloss over the other awesome shows that are happening, but I'm going to be doing I'm going to talk about the Wolf King Toys led shows, street team type events, because that's what I want to do. What will you invite Boomer Thing as a guest on your show? Well, Jordan, that is a fair question. Boomer Thing is a PGG exclusive. He told me that he would never be on any of my shows because not enough people watch them. For some reason, he feels a little attached to the PGG show. He thinks it's more fun, and he thinks he can mock more people on that show. So that's only going to ever happen there. And that's a Wolf King promise. Let's see. So we got blah, 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 blah. Okay, so the first one we're going to be at is Zolo, and that is March 1st and 2nd. At Zolo, the studio is actually there slinging figures themselves. So that's one where we really represent very hard on the custom side of things. It's going to be an awesome show. It's in a new venue. It's in a casino hotel. Kind of going to miss the Fuge. The Fuge was fun. The Fuge was it's like that thing you love to hate, like that old car that you love, but you hate it. That's what the Fuge was like. I don't think there's a single person that had anything to do with that show that still was enjoying the Fuge last year. But nostalgia has you it's just the venue was cool. Yeah, RIP the Fuge. Yes, everything has to change. Everything has to move on. I particularly like the location, not so much the venue, but the location it was at, because I think it's a different side of the state that was a little easier access for different areas. For me, it was a 45-minute, 50-minute drive. It's a cooler area. It's not as congested as where it's going to be. It's not going to be crazy now. You can still get there. It's just that Valley Forge, PA area is more of a nexus of many major roadways in Pennsylvania, which is great to get there, but a little more confusing for some people. But don't be scared of it. Come to ZolaCon. PGG going to be at ZolaCon. D13 Toys is going to be at ZolaCon. Four Horsemen going to be at ZolaCon. Toy Forge going to be at ZolaCon. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Leland is going to be there showing, I think, and he's probably going to be splitting tables with people. The guys, the Connecticut guys, what's the guys, the guys, the white guys, not the guy's last name is white. They are white guys, but you know what I'm saying. The Dragon Horde guys, they're going to be there. We're trying to make it a more of a Legion Borderland. Yes. Borderland Horde. See, I was thinking like Dragonland Horde. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a more Legion-y event. I was trying to push for that. I was trying to convince other vendors to get there. It's a little expensive, the venue, compared to other ones, but it's not horrible simply because the fact that the other ones are getting more expensive too. And G's going to be there and his whole family. So if there's any other reason to go, that's the reason. It's, if you're not familiar with it as far as the studio and Four Horsemen goes, it's a very studio centric event where like they're all hands on deck. It's one of the shows through the year that they make like kind of a pillar type show of the year. So definitely get there. It's going to be a good time. Everyone's staying close or local, so there's going to be some hanging out at night. Zolo's, and it's a fun show. And if you saw the exclusive, it's totally awesome. MuskeeCon is after that, and we're going to be representing. We have plans to have a table at MuskeeCon, and that's going to be another event where some of the studio members are there, and it's a street team event by the My Wife Is Going to Kill Me guys by Travis, and we're going to be there with Jesse is going to be leading that one tentatively to do MuskeeCon, but it's not going to be pared down or stapled down, and to tell you how the sausage is made, not Gaspar sausage, but some type of sausage. The MuskeeCon, like Jesse takes everything from me from ZolaCon and then just takes it to MuskeeCon, so you get that full like flavor of the Wolf King booth and experience in Michigan. One day I'll get there, guys. I promise. My wife and I are actually we want to both, visit Michigan one day. We talked to those guys about it at Legion's Con, so it's definitely on our list. And then Toylanta, which I am not going to. There were a couple people that asked me. No, I would love to, but it's like too much in that close time period, and also I just it's a trip. Atlanta's pretty far. It's that borderline fly or not fly. I was talking to someone about the flights were relatively inexpensive to go, so maybe some point maybe next year we can put it on the list. But right now Toyland is not in the books for me, but if you are in that area, then you do not want to miss it, especially after seeing that awesome exclusive that they're going to have there. That thing's crazy. King County Chicago Toy Show, which is, I think Travis leads that one, which is a huge toy show. And then the next Wolf King event is my hometown event, Lehigh Valley Toy and Comic Card Show. This is, I can't really say it's a smaller show because I've been to some different shows, and it's really medium in size. Last year we were very surprised with the amount of vendors there because it really wasn't on our radar. We were kind of discounting it. And remember, folks, this is 20 minutes from my house, and even I was kind of discounting it. But when we went, I think all of us, Hedgie and who else was there with me? Anthony had showed up. Cookie was there. Joe was there. We were all really surprised with with how nice it was. It's a pretty decent sized show. You get some good celebrities. Some wrestlers were there that were pretty neat. The guy's name is Ken, and he's been doing it for a long time. This show is kind of newer for him, but it's a great venue. They have good food. It's a one-dayer. It's really not a long show either. It's kind of nice to do as a vendor, but it's also nice as an attendee. And we had a hell of a time there last year. We had a really good time. We did a bunch of raffles. We kind of like raised the roof a little. We were a little raucous. Like some of the other vendors got mad because we were actually like drew too much crowds, which is hilarious. Because like if you're a vendor at a show like this, like why would you be upset that there's crowds? But we had a really good time, and I'm looking to have an awesome time again this year. Tentatively, of course, Jesse will be there. Cookie will be there. Kent, yes, the Lehigh Valley is definitely where the karate tournament took place, and the ramifications are crazy now. That karate tournament was 30 years ago, and like all of a sudden now there's karate fighting everywhere. Like everywhere I go, like I'm in the mall the other day, and some kid came falling down off the second floor, like right into the freaking waterfall, into the fountain. I thought he broke his back because they were karate fighting upstairs. Like there's just karate fighting all the time. It's freaking crazy. You see the high school. You think the high school was like karate champ. It's nuts. Yeah, G knows what's up. G's close. G, that was a great show, right? It's fun. And as far as toy shows go, where if you're like, hey, is it worth it? Yeah, it was. Like there was so Jonathan Hedgehog and I did just toys there in December. When the hell was that? December? No. September. It was a later one, and I didn't do like the Wolf King thing. I was just doing like some extra toys, and him and I split tables. And man, it was a great show. A lot of people, and we had a great time because the pressure was like low, easy setup. Just November, G. Yeah, that's it. It was just fun, man. We had a great time. Good show. Like I'm super excited for it. I want to like pull out all the stops again with it this year. I want to talk to the guy Ken about maybe getting a little extra space so we can play and have a little bit of fun. More news on that if it happens. Shop the Curiosity is May 10th, and I've heard that's an amazing show. That is on my short list of places to go and things to do. Unfortunately, that's not on the table this year because I have a conflict of schedule of family things with it, but I would definitely recommend that because I heard that's an amazing, just fun show. Sometimes the smaller shows are a little more intimate and a little more fun, and I really love them. IshCon's 17th, and guys, I see Kent, I see you asking me about it, IshCon. I'm sorry, bud. It's my anniversary. Too close to my anniversary, and this is our 20th, so we're planning a trip or to do something, and I will not be going to IshCon, my friend. Then we have Maryland Toy Show, June 14th. Maryland Toy Show was one we did last year as a Wolf Team led street team event, and it kicked ass. I heard, I think Jordan saying the other day on PGG that it was like one of his favorite shows of the year last year. And I gotta be honest, it was mine too. They throw an amazing event. It's actually 2 venues that you have to walk across the parking lot to get to one or the other, and just load it with toys, like new toys, old toys, junk toys, like just like it's one of those ones where you could find stuff. Like you could like hit a bin and be like, oh shit, look at this. And it's not like crazy expensive, like it's there. Those shows around the Northeast, like up in Jersey, they're few and far between anymore. They're really like just not happening as much. Like everything's picked apart more or less. It's hard to find treasures. Maryland was a treasure show. Like there was just a lot of like, there was different vendors than we're up to used to a little more north. A lot of fun vendors. And again, the people were great. We met so many awesome people at that show. And we brought so many people into the community from that show that are just contributing greatly already. That I love it. And I cannot wait to do it again. We're going to do it with the same team this year. And we're just going to go in there and have a freaking awesome time. Like again, it was a wonderful, wonderful event. Joe Fest is June 20th. That's again one of the ones kind of on my short list because I like Joe's. I'm skipping some of these because I don't know much. This is the Dub Fest. Big Dub. This is DubCon. Charlie's Collectibles is in September. Let's let's see. And then the big dog, Legion's Con, is like, it will be there like we were last year. And that's it. Well, that's not it, because what's going on is that the website for Source Horseman events only locks in, they're only putting in the locked in dates. So you might look at this and say like, hey, what the heck? Where's ToyCon? Where's RetroCon? The dates are not solid locked yet. So they're not on here. But I could tell you that RetroCon is happening, and it's going to be roughly the same time, like that first week of September type of thing. First weekend September. They always are. It's just that RetroCon is in such a massive venue that I think they have to be a little flexible with the dates that they take, because let's say that like a big RV display, outdoor show comes in and wants it from like, Wednesday to Sunday. Well, that venue is going to give it to them for Wednesday through Sunday, as opposed to RetroCon taking it on Saturday and Sunday, right? Because they want to book up maximum time in a row for an event. So I think that the case is that they have to be a little more flexible with their scheduling. So that's why you might see it like 1 week before or 1 week after where they usually are. From talking to Rose and Tony recently, it sounds like it's going to be the exact same time. So that's a great one. And that I feel like is one of our, like, at least Wolf King banner events, where we do a little bit of like, last year we had Pat Boyle did an awesome paint seminar and people learned how to do wood texturing. He's already coming up with his programs for this year's seminar. And it sounds super exciting. And this is all free. This is all, you just come and do it. Because, they the RetroCon, we've been doing it so long, they give us a little more leeway, a little more room to spread out and do things. If there's a time that you want to really come and see us and have a good time come to see us, make it RetroCon. I can't stress enough like what an amazing show it is. And it's a huge show. I'm still saying it's the largest show in the Northeast by far of the year. I can't think of anyone that's bigger. Maryland was pretty close last year, but I don't think they have as much vendor allocated space, because like I said, the Oaks venue is huge. Let's see. Let me take a peek. So that's basically it for the shows. So let me take that out and let me check that off the list. Shows, check. All right. Next thing I want to remind everyone about is a little plug for my friend Curtis Ackerman. That's Curtis Ackerman without the C. If you put the C in, you won't find it, or you might find a post I made about it misspelling it, and that's not cool. So Curtis made a channel called Art by Ackerman, or Ackerman, whichever you prefer. Let's see. I'm not seeing any comments. Anyone out there? Is this live? Are we live or are we not live? I don't know if we're live yet. So, all right. So Curtis has been pounding out episodes like crazy. I don't know how he has time to do anything else in his life. I don't know what he's doing. It's like he's got an episode every day. And it's just a great channel to learn about customizing on all levels. So if you are new to customizing, you can check it out. If you're old to customizing, you can go and check out like a how they do it thing and learn something different. Like, yeah, with Matt, with the patina prints. Yeah, like Matt's there. And you can like learn about like how Matt does the patina. Like, there was a post in the Cabal a while ago that was about some guy ranting about gatekeeping in the community as far as customs and painting goes. And all of us that are like, have been around a while laughed, because if anything, it is just the opposite. There's no gatekeeping. I've never seen one post go up where someone puts like a custom they made and someone said, hey, how'd you do that finish on, how'd you get that look? And someone be like, I'm not telling you. Like, so it's like, just come on. But this is like where Curtis kind of was inspired a little by that to like be like, well, let's break the seal on it. Let's pop out. Let's just bring it out there. Like, put it out there that this is a one-stop place to go and look. It's he's kind of picking up the torch where Jeremy's Mythic Customs was, just, starting with the basics, giving you ideas, let you know about paint, let you know about brushes and about the tools. And that's really what he's doing here. He's putting that all in one spot. You can find it if you go to any of my socials right now. I did the LinkedIn thing, and it's on my LinkedIn, the channel, so you can get a direct to it, or you just go to YouTube and go to Art by Ackerman. And also my LinkedIn is in the description for this video. That gives you a connection to Curtis's channel, PGG Show channel. It gives you connection to our website, our Instagram, our Facebook. Go and give us likes. Go give us follows for Wolf King Toys. The Instagram is still like where I put a lot of information. Facebook still does that thing with the Facebook business pages where it like blocks you from seeing shit unless I pay for it. Yeah, unfortunately that's what Facebook does, but like it anyway. Maybe you'll get to see it. I think you have to hit subscribe. But yeah, Curtis has got something great going on. I've been I think I got like 2 messages, or I talked to like 2 different people this week alone about, that said to me like, hey, yeah, your website's cool. You got a lot of cool things, but like, I don't know how to paint. And I sent them a link to this channel, and they're like, oh shit, I'm going to check that out. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to send you some parts. Like, here you go. Like, give me your address, and like, just jump in, man. Like, he starts you in the basics, and he shows you like how to jump in and how to do all different levels of it. And if you have something you want to talk about with Curtis, like if you're a customizer or whatever, and he hasn't reached out to you, reach out to him. Guy's totally reachable. Give him a reach around. Let's see. So, all right, I can check that off my list. Whoop. Check that off. Checked off the LinkedIn too. LinkedIn. All right. Where am I at on my list? Let me take away Curtis. Hello. Hi. Hello there. Let's see. Uh-oh. I think I did it again. Son of a goat. All right. I'm going to see where we're at. I'll tell you. I don't feel like switching it. Let's switch it. Let's see. Where are we at here? How many do we have? Did I spell it wrong? Uh-oh. I'll tell you what YouTube doesn't like. It doesn't like dead air. What am I doing wrong? WOF, KNG, customs. Curtis, Code Labby, what did I do wrong? It's telling me there's none. And I know there is. Oh, now it's saying they're 4. Hey, everybody. Let's put them in now. Put them in again, guys. Sorry about that. We're at 20. All right. Let's go back to the list. See, this wasn't something I told you I was going to do. I didn't say like yesterday, I'm going to give this shit away. So I can screw this up and you can't get mad at me. Just so you guys know that. You can't get mad at me. Hey, Mark. What's up, buddy? Mark Rivera is here. Mark, put in hashtag Wolf King Customs. Because Len's like an idiot. Well, who wants to have fun? Anyone want to see me check out what I got in my box? I did a trade with someone, and I can go on about it. We're an hour in, so I'm going to leave the business. Len, click the start collecting comments button. Don't hit the back button. All right, I'll just wait till I'm ready to do it because I think that's like what the problem was. So again, if we hit 11, I'm going to do it doesn't even matter even if it's 5, whatever. I'm going to do the just a simple box, a 4x6 mystery box of parts. If we hit 22 entries or more, then I'm going to do a figure giveaway. Kent, can I make your name blue here? Probably only if Curtis tells me how. I don't know how. I don't know what I'm doing. I promise to be more professional as this moves on. Brain Explosion Customs, thank you for the tag. Yeah, Matt, I'm just going to let it like run. And then when I go to start collecting, when I say start collecting, I'll just do it. Oh, look at that. Look at Lavi. Because Lavi got he got a monkey wrench. Because he's always wrenching. Got a monkey wrench. All right, so I won't mess with it. It's probably because I was messing with it. Let me get my box. All right, I did a trade with a dude. Super awesome dude. I'm not going to shout him out because I don't know if he wants anyone bothering him. And he sent his stuff. I sent him my stuff. And I wanted to check him out kind of here live to give my feedback on him. It's something a lot of people have been talking about. And it's the Monster Force figures. Basically, I think it's pretty much all a wave 1. He sent it to me loose. Yeah, if anyone knows how to collect, it's Kent Pool. Because Kent Pool collects. He collects a lot of things, just not always pools. He collects a lot. So he sent me, they're loose, but he was super descriptive with everything and everything about them. I think the accessories, I think he bundled them all differently. And I kind of wanted to just yank them out and kind of give my first impressions on what I think of it on like live. So this is one. I don't know who this is. This is a cool one because he's like kind of just a basic like modern military type of figure. Let me step back a little so I can look at him. He's got a really cool flip up visor. And he's got a mean face. He's green. And he's mean in the face kind of. Let's see. Let's see what we're looking at for articulation on this guy. Let's start from the bottom. He's got your toe kick, your regular ankles, and the ankles swivel in all directions. So it looks like it looks a lot like a Legion's type where there's a peg in the foot in the bottom. You know, it's going into the hole that's in the foot, and it's a multi-jointed ankle. It's not jointed back up into the boot. So the joint is part of the calf of the boot upper. There's a split at the calf top. It's pretty standard. There is a triple knee joint, triple jointed knee. And they pretty cleverly hide some of the ugly aesthetics of the triple with his knee pads. So that's kind of cool. He's got not like a Crier built-in knee pad, but more of like a knee pad that has a Velcro strap on the back look to it. Steve-O, this is Sergeant Snack Cakes. Steve-O says this is Sergeant Snacky Cakes. So that's who that is, because he likes snack cakes. He's like, roar. Now that the little derbies are gone, I'm going to move on to tasty cakes. So let's see. So that's that. He has an upper thigh swivel, which is pretty cool. Nice upper thigh swivel. He's got that T-bone. Is it a T-bone? It looks like it's got a T-bone or a single, ball and peg joint in the hip. I don't know if it tees all the way through. You don't know that till you break it. So the leg has really nice, smooth articulation. This is very Vala feeling, not Wave 1 Vala, but the newer Vala. So that's pretty dope. I like that. He's got nice thigh holsters that have peg spots on them that parts must peg into, something similar to like Cosmic. The thigh holsters are removable. They look like they will slide off. So that's pretty cool. I do not see where they have like any kind of snaps. So they would have to slide totally down. Let's see. He has his belt that he's wearing, which is like a rigger's belt. That's like your outside belt. Your riggers, the belt that you carry all your gear on, is a separate piece with that soft plastic, so that comes off. His crotch is pretty standard. He has a ball and joint going up to what looks like a 2-part waist piece. Like, so he has like the abdomen piece, I think, going into an upper body. I don't know. I'm not seeing. Wait. Okay, the flak vest, which is very nice, is pegged in. So I'm going to take the flak vest off. It's only pegged into one side. And we can see if you can see that. I know it's not. I'm going to set up a different camera to do this kind of stuff. But he has that typical, like, that ab crunch is that nice, smooth, not awkward ab crunch. It's more like a 2.0 type of figure. So it's got lots of articulation going on, but not too much. So he can definitely, his limbo skill is moderate. I would give him a moderate level limbo, not high level limbo. He's got really cool, like almost pauldron armor that also comes off. It looks like it's slide down on the pauldron armor, which is really neat. I think that has a really cool look to it. It's got the standard. Oh, is that only a? Oh no, triple elbows. Kind of that ball around joint. Yeah, and every joint in this guy, he's buttery smooth, man. He's got a lot of nice movement on him. It looks like double neck joint, something like Mezco. Why am I losing my voice? Oh, are you picking on me because I'm doing like the oh, I just popped his head off. So Am I like channeling D Amazing? Is that what I'm doing? Because I've watched his videos, so I'm like kind of sounding like that. So yeah, it's got a double neck joint where it has the it's jointed at the bottom and jointed obviously at the top. It has the neck articulation like the newer Mythics. So that's super cool. Yeah, this guy's pretty cool, man. Build quality's great. Here's the tell. Can you get the chest, the flak vest back together easily? And the answer is no. Wait. Nope. See, I think there's like a trade-off, and you tell me if I'm wrong with these like vests. I know the first series of Vala's vests were like hard, and he knew that because he improved them. The new ones come on much easier, but it's like with these mushroom things, you need to like slide something behind it so you have a hard surface to like hook that mushroom into. Yeah. Usually I use needle nose pliers. Like if you smash it with some needle nose pliers, it usually works. So this is definitely not an easy one, like where it's just going to snap back on. But that's cool because then it keeps them from. No, wait, I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. That wasn't that bad. And it conceals really well. Like there's not a huge gap where that open, like that's why I had a hard time telling even if it was like if it came off or if it was one where you had to take the arms off to get it off. So that's really nice. Like, you know, these figures have a lot of like quality parts in them, I can tell. Super cool. All right. Jeremy, feel free to tell me what pops and what comes off them easily. Hands came off really easy. It's got a nice long peg too. It's not like a real short peg, and it came off again. Like I didn't heat this. The hands are rubber, nice and flexible, so that's really cool. The paint's beautiful on it. Like it's got a really nice paint. It has actual treads on the boot bottom, and it has holes on the boot bottom, which I think is important to point out now because it seems like some toy companies are forgetting that. See, Jeremy saying everything but the knees and elbows can pop with heat. Okay. I get, yeah, I can see that. So we're, because of the triple joint, then we're kind of stuck with what's on there, but that's totally cool. Yeah, I love this. This is a really nice figure. The flak vest details are cool. The magazines do not come out. I see he's got like some field scissors there too. It's got a lot of detail. Probably the most detailed vest I've ever seen as far as like what's on it. They really definitely took some looks at references to see how these really look and how guys really outfit them. Even the belt, even the Rigger's belt has a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, don't forget Wolf King Customs. Hashtag Wolf King Customs for me to do the drawing. Yeah, dude, that's super cool. So I won't go through all of them. I'll pull one more out because I don't want to bore everyone, but they're super cool. I'll give you, if you know, I'll hit you up later. So this is I think this is the Dracula one, right? Or no, Steve-O, what's this guy's name? Let me know in the comments what this guy's name is. Yeah, and he's cool too. He's got a neat look. He's got his vest. It looks like his vest. Yeah, his vest is soft. Is rubber. It's not soft. Oh, look at that. All right, so like his trench coat kind of pops off of the vest. Oh, that looks like, all right, well, let's do it. Let's do it. So it's kind of like an Obi-Wan Kenobi or an old Star Wars Kenner type of vest. And it pops off of the waistcoat. That's kind of groovy. So it's got two peg holes and two like super tiny pegs. I'm seeing what looks like a residue of glue on the inside of the coat. So the coat kind of opens up and comes off. What does that mean, Curtis? Snackula, I'm hearing for a name for this guy. But if I hit collect, it's going to only collect like who commented so far, right? Don't I want to like make sure everyone commented? I'll do whatever you say, boss. All right, so I'm on a part here where I'm not super crazy about it. All right, I'm going to do what Curtis said. And I'm going to do that off screen. Shabam! All right. All right, so Dr. Munch and Crunch. All right, so that's a little awkward. All right, right, that look. I know it's made to like work with the jacket on him, but we're getting a really weird shoulder look here, you know, with these round shoulders. And I get like kind of why it's going to be that way, but the aesthetic is a little odd, right? At this point where you're getting these big deltoids. Now with the overcoat on, it looked great, but the deltoids are a little odd. He has a butterfly situation going on, which functions super cool, and the coat hides it. So without the coat on, this guy is showing some weird aesthetics in his articulation, which I'm kind of a stickler of. It's why I like Mythic Legions, right? Because they're kind of the best in the industry at hiding that. AWOC does a really good job too at hiding their like articulation points. So like even in a simple pose, kind of getting a little bit of that weird deltoidness going on there. So I don't know about that. But again, this guy, oh, it's like a dicky. Look, he's got, so the waistcoat doesn't fully go around. That's probably pegged in too. Oh, I just popped off the whole head. That's like a Mezco way that kind of comes off. Curtis, you let me know when I got to do something else. Right. So that comes off, and then the head will come off of that. So that's the neck peg head. So it's that 3-part neck. So that's cool. That's cool. Again, business was in the front. This is me having fun at the end. If you don't like me having fun, then you can tune out. But I want to make sure all the Wolf King related business stuff was first. The sculpt is beautiful. The head sculpt, the paint, absolutely gorgeous. Oh, Steve-O said this is Baron von Pointy shoes. All right. Baron von Pointy shoes is pretty cool. I like the matte black finish. He looks shiny in what I'm showing you right now, but he's not. It's got a very flat matte paint to it, which is awesome. I'm very much, hey, Darla, what are you doing there, sweet Darla? You're here. I see you trying to win. That's right, Van. I'm always going mullet style, buddy. Business in the front, party in the back. That's the way it is. Yeah, this guy's dope, man. He's really cool. I'm really liking these so far. And I know people told me like I was going to. Really cool. I see my friend Trevor Williams is not here, but if Trevor, I know you were looking to get these because I think I got this trade before you were able to. I would say definitely get your hands on them. These are really cool. Very Vala-like. In like I said, again, the newer Vala as far as quality goes. And, you know, props to Bobby Vala for making those Actionverse figures continuously improve. Like numerous top 25 figure of the year lists did I see his stuff on from people I respect. And that's awesome. Like, because Wave 1 was cool, but, you know, he kept improving the buck quality and the material quality, and his turnaround times are faster and faster. And I have to give props to him. Like he did an excellent job at that. Corey, this is from the fuck is this called? What is this called again? This is the Big Bad line of 1/12 scale figures. The Monster Hunters. Is it Monster Hunter? Monster. Someone will tell you, Corey. Don't you worry, buddy. Someone's going to tell you what it is. Oh, look at this guy. This is like Baron. I'm on YouTube now. I have to be nice because everyone can see it. When I was in the Wolf Monster Force, Jeff Ray. Thank you, my friend. This is Steve-O. Make up a family friendly name for this guy, but not too family friendly, but YouTube friendly. This Baron von Steuben guy. Yeah, he's super cool too, man. Does the helmet come off? No, not really. Like I said, the accessories were packed separately. He looks like he's got some hose holes in his cheeks, which is really cool. I see Curtis's choo-choo training on poor Jeffrey, that he can't comment until he makes a thumbnail for him. Don't let him bully you, Jeffrey. Don't let that choo-choo train pull out of the station and not stop until he reaches the top of the hill. You do what you want, my friend. Yeah, this guy's cool. Timmy? All right. This is Baron von Timmy. No, just Timmy. Timmy's pretty cool. And again, he's got like a waistcoat thing going on, but they did it different than they did Baron von Pointy shoes. I don't know, Anthony. Is there a Wolfman here? Let's see. No, there's another. Oh, there's another guy that like. I don't want to. If Steve-O could, this is another guy that's like. I can make a funny name for him, but I probably get canceled. So this is cool. Damn, damn, guys, I'm gonna put the, if anyone cares about my opinion, I would put the stamp of approval on these guys. I will spend more time with them, and what I'll do is, like, next week when we go live, I'll revisit it just a little as far as like what my feedback is on it. But so far, just out of the pocket, like just taking them right out of the box for the first time and screwing around with them. Really nice. Like, I mean, we're talking like full articulation movement. There's no stickiness in the joints. These guys obviously worked with a factory rep stateside that knew how to get shit done. Really nice quality. I like the finishes on them. Like I said, they're a mix of matte, shiny. Like the fabric finishes match what it should be. So this is like a fabric jacket, and it has the sheen of what a fabric would look like. And his boots that should be leather or like not a high gloss leather, but also have that look. I like them a lot. Yes, that is a Wolfgang promise that I think you guys will enjoy these. I'm seeing no like weirdness in the play of them. Oh, this is Weezer. So Weezer's cool. Weezer's he's got like a kind of he's got the gas mask on. Yeah, no, Steve, I got you. That's his hot box mask. Weezer. He's always late. He's like, oh man, I'm always late. All right, so that's super cool. I think there's a lot of accessories in here. I don't know if I'm going to open every one. Oh, look, I'm going to open this one now because this guy's like, he's very bright, whoever this is. Steve-O, this guy. Now I can tell he's using the same accessories to make this coat as the Dracula, or as Baron Pointy Shoes. He's got a glowy hand. He's got a translucent hand. Yep. And really nice articulation that remains pretty hidden in the different posing points. The head is really cool on this guy. You know, not much more different to say, just that it's really nice. It's not like sticky. All the joints have good painting deep down inside, so you're not showing like weirdness inside. Let's see. Yeah, he's super cool, but I can't say much more than, now I will note, so his hands, his hand is not as rubbery as the other guys, but I find that's pretty common with different color materials. Like, it's probably the same plastic type, but because it's white, it's much harder. So he would be one where, like, you know, you might have to like heat him up a little to get something more in him, more into the hand. That's not a big deal, but just something I take note. I mean, Legions are even the same way. If you ever notice, some of their hands don't have as much play in them mainly because of like the color type of thing. Jeremy, yeah, he has like a dozen hands. Because hands, what do we need? We need more hands. I need more hands to put in my Figure Obscura mugs, because that's where you put hands, into your Figure Obscura mugs. Because what else are you going to do with them before you put them on the shelf? Taking you with me to the store to get some ribeyes, Len. All right, I'm going to tell my new friend, the Go Vegan guy, that you're going to buy ribeyes, because I had a conversation with him this morning. Yeah, this guy's cool, man. I like him. It's some good artistic, like good paint. Scarab face. Steve, that's what you give me? No, Anthony, they cannot be customized into dwarves. Scarab face. All right, Scarab face. Back into the box with you. Let me dig around and just see what I pull out. No. Someone tell me if I need to do that drawing. We're at like an hour 30 in. All right, I'm just going to do this one last one. Oh, this is Steve-O. I guess this would be your like just basic human soldier guy. He's cool. Same flak vest as the other guy. Same, basically got the same things. Oh, he's got a cool tat. He's got a pretty cool, my camera sucks, but he's got a cool tat on his arm. It's like a skeleton. It's pretty dope. The detail on these guys is incredible, or it's really nice, the detail. Really cool head scope. This is Van Helsing, Jeremy. Okay. I could see that. That's a very that's cool, dude. He's got tats on both arms. Damn. Does he have a wristwatch? Yeah, he's got some kind of bracelets on, or that's just supposed to be, I think, the bottom of the glove, but it's hiding the joint really well. Damn. He's super cool, dude. He's kind of got like a little bell bottoms action. Not really bell bottom, but not athletic cut either. It's pretty dope. Got a little knifey knife in his back. Here's the question that I always ask. Does the knife actually scale to how it should be? It doesn't really fit in his hand. It's a very small knife, but it's in shape of like a K-bar, but it's too small to be a K-bar. It looks like it's supposed to be a K-bar, but it's small. Sometimes I think they make amends for that, like the oversized. Like if you did a scaled K-bar, it would be huge back there. So, purple knife. Oh, Anthony, if I had Sam and Dean in this line, it'd be over. That's all I need. That's what I need in life. All right, super cool. I recommend that. If you made some kind of resolution not to buy toys in January or not to buy toys until like a certain point, fucking break that resolution and get some Monster Force, even if it's 1 or 2. Very cool. Super cool figures. Yeah, I wanted to do one more thing. I have been kind of creating my toy room, display room, office. It's going on behind me. I need to pick up one more DTOF, which my buddy has for me. When I get that, I'll have it done. Yesterday, I fabricated some risers for my DTOFs, and I think I have a camera set up that if I do it right, I can show you guys what's going on. So let me do the flippy flip on the cameras and go to this camera. All right. I guess the question is can you still hear me? Which I think you should be able to. So I want to journey. I'm going to document my journey of my toy room and the setup and everything. It's a complete mess right now because I wanted to make all the space first, right? I wanted to do all the like kind of cabinets, displays, where I want to put everything. That's kind of what I do want to do first with it. You can see how the risers are on the bottom. If anyone's like interested in that, and this is in the future, leave a comment on the video. Even if you're watching this 3 days from now, let me know. Let me know if you want like a video of how I made the risers, what I did. It was super simple. Basically, the material came from prefab shelves from Target and just a sheet of MDF from Home Depot. But they give them a nice rise. So like DTOFs always bugged me because they like you couldn't really see what's in the bottom shelf, and you could see a lot of the top of them making their own shelf. So I thought the risers were neat. I'm going to fit one more at the end. As you can see, there's a lamp there, and that lamp's not permanently there. The reason it stops where it stops is because when you open that door, unfortunately, it opens into the room and it needs that swing space. So with these cube systems that Target has, I was able to make like these risers, and they matched the cabinet down the side that has all my books. See that troll box spot? That is where I'm going to attempt this week to put Snake Mountain. Finally going to get Snake Mountain out. That's where I think that's going to live. So yeah, Curtis, that's what I was thinking. Like, if people want to see that, like, let me know. It was super simple and something you can do like without like any crazy tools or know-how. And I really like them. They're 15-inch cubes on the bottom. And if you can see down the one, there's a spot. There's like a basket in the one. And the baskets, they make all kinds of things that fit those cubes. And they're really cool because there's like, more like baskety wood type baskets. There's metal baskets. There's drawers, like things you can put into the cube system to store whatever you want. They also fit short boxes, which is really interesting. So if you're a comic person, you can fit a short box in it. Also, they have fabric like baskets that fit exactly in there. And the fabric box will actually hold a little over a long box worth of comics, because you can't see it, but on the side, on the side where Yoda is, are I have 14-inch cubes there under the window, and each one of those fabric cubes holds a little more than a short box. So I have a whole my more modern comic collection going on underneath there, and it's pretty cool. Brandon, they're a really nice system from Target. They sell two different types. One is Bright Room, which is like a more expensive, much, much, much sturdier system than the standard ones. The standard ones are more like what you get for like a dorm room or something. Like, like if you're moving your kid out of the dorm at the end of the year, you wouldn't feel bad tossing them in a dumpster because they're not expensive, but they're not as built to last. The Bright Room, obviously, are the ones I'm using under the DTOFs. And I have no fear of the weight. I mean, I stood on them and was walking around on them once they were together. Super happy with them. I can do a more in-depth thing. I got one of those like lapel mics that I can use with this camera, so I can stand out there and kind of talk while I am showing things. And I want to kind of use this as an accountability measurement to be able to like just keep going on getting the collection out and things in order and everything out there. So like I can be like every week, like, hey, this is the updates. This is what's going on with the toy room. So look for that in the future. While I change back to myself. All right. Who's ready for a drawing? Curtis, should I do it? I think it's time. So let's do the share screen. Bring her up. And what I'm going to do, Brandon, the other ones are cheap. I actually have the comic ones in those because they're stable enough. Like I feel safe and I'm not putting anything heavy on top. And because that little bit smaller size fits on the, fits underneath that windowsill. The Bright Room, the heavier ones. Hey, there he is. 1/6 shooter. Buddy, did you miss me talking about the fuck are they called again? The action figures I just opened from the trade I did that I snaked out from under you, or you tried to snake out from under me. The the Monster Force ones, man, they're hot. They're hot. Get them. Don't hesitate. Get them. Yes, thank you, Jeremy. Again, Monster Force. I was right. Say, dude, they're nice, man. I really like them a lot. I am very impressed. So. Let's see if I did this right. Oh, did you get them? Good. I like them. I like them a lot. I'm going to spend more time with them. See what kind of hand candy they give me. All right. So if I did this right, oh, see, it is collecting. So you're right. So Curtis was right. We're at 23. So I'm going to give away, whoever wins this is going to get a figure parts bundle sent to them via me. If you are out of country, you're shit out of luck. No, I'll figure something out for you. I don't see anyone from out of country here. But if you're not in the US, shipping's like outrageous. I will gladly send it to you if you pay for shipping minus $10, like what the US shipping would be. But whatever works for you, we'll work that out. Are we ready? Let's do it. Here we go. Round and round we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. Junk and Crafts. Well, if anyone deserves it, it's you, my friend, because you've been here since the very beginning. You lasted the whole hour and 39 minutes. So, Junk and Crafts and Builds reach out to me via whatever you want. We've talked before, but I forget what venue it was. Instagram, Facebook, reach out to me, give me your address. I know I also have your address too, so I can figure that out, and I will get this prize off to you next week, my friend. Congratulations. That was fun. Let's see, where do I go here? It's me again. Hello, it's me again. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're about to go live. No, I'm just kidding. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I can't promise I won't ramble on every week when I do this. Again, if you, yeah, Matt, I'm going to go paint too. I'm going to go paint my fucking living room though. Yeah, I've been painting around the house, but it's been painting the literal house. It's not as fun as the painting you guys are doing. Again, I would just want to remind everyone, Purple Gang, make sure you give them a follow and a sub on YouTube, because if they hit 1,000 subs by Saturday night, they're giving away a Hiss tank amongst many, many, many other things. So if you like prizes, you like to win stuff, hop over to PGG, check out Art by Ackerman, check out 1/6 Shooters YouTube because he's here, check out Junk and Crafts because he's here. If you got it, plug it. If you want me to plug it, you let me know. I am going to drop out of here. HasLab, Hiss Tank, Absolute, Mad Labs, everything crazy. It's going to be awesome. Like, that's going to huge giveaways. I got more announcements coming in the next show about collaborations with different artists we're going to be doing. I started a new project today with an old friend, Walter DeMarco, who I love dearly. He's been in it since day one. That's going to be freaking awesome. I did not forget about the parts that drive what we do. We are still going to push those parts to the limit this year. Necronominus is going to dump so much amazing product on us, and people are going to look to like make them special. I've been deep diving on all the freaking Sword and Sandals media I can just to get back in that mode again, to be like, let's rock, man. You guys are the best. Lens list is done. I hit every point on it. I hit some of those points twice. Check out in the description my LinkedIn, and make sure you check out all my friends that are on there. If you want to be part of my LinkedIn, let me know, and I will gladly get you on there. But until next week, thank you, everyone. I don't have like a super cool thing to say like some of you guys do, but I'll just say see you next week. And I love you all and appreciate you.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not